So you're off to find some staff now? I don't see the point of that.
Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to some Skyrim Special Edition. Picking up where we left off, we are now back at the college. Looking for Mirabelle there to tell her that the staff is
Restoration is a perfectly valid.
that the staff is in Labrynthian.
Why are my research materials constantly?
No, it's like a ward, but who's...
I don't
Alright.
know what he's doing, but he won't get away with it.
Okay, I know where to find the staff of... Or, yeah, what's going on?
On Kano, he's in there doing something. We don't know what. We're trying to get in now. I will have his head for this, I assure you. Help take this down, will you? We're throwing everything we can at it. I don't care what it is. I want it
So
down
you
now.
We need to find out what Untitled is up to.
So you off to find some staff now? I don't see the point of that.
Okay, well, we made it through.
And Kano, stop this at once. I command you.
Are you all right? Can you walk? I need you on your feet. We're in trouble here.
I think I'm okay.
Ankano is doing something with that thing, the eye. We can't stop him. I haven't seen Savo since the explosion. He must have been blown clear, and he may be injured. I need you to find the Archmage, and I need you to do it quickly. Get moving.
So what happened?
I'll be fine. I just need a minute to catch my breath. Find Savos.
Okay, it looks like, oh, no. Aaron is there, so who the, oh, that's just Ankano, okay. I thought that Bridlene had, fucking got stuck in there. I mean, obviously she would have came out when we left.
I'm going to find whoever did this.
What's happened? Are you all right? He's not happened in there.
It's Ankano, he's done something with the eye.
By the nine, is he responsible for this? The Archmage? Dead? There's more. Something's happened to Winterhold. It must be whatever Ankano did. You need to get out there and make sure it's safe. Quickly now, quickly. I'll find Mirabelle and see if we can't put a stop to this.
Okay.
Is he dead?
No, I'm not allowed to search him, because I'm not supposed to get the Archmage Robes yet, I guess.
Hey! Watch it! What's going on? What happened in there?
Something went wrong, Winterhold may be in danger, can you help? There's no time, we have to make sure Winterhold
We'll
is
go
safe.
with you, but when this is all over, I want an explanation.
Okay, so I'm actually going to quick save here, because I don't know that... Because she and... Arniel, Salvo, I don't know, one of the other guys, I do believe comes to help with this, and I don't know for a fact that they can't die here, so on the off chance they do... Now, thankfully, it is nighttime, which actually makes this quest significantly easier. Now, these little magic anomalies here, technically, strongest enemy in the game. Because I do believe that they don't have a level cap to them. So technically, they can level past everything else in the game. Like, even, I do believe, final boss, if I'm not mistaken, does have a level cap. I do believe it's like an insanely high level cap, but yeah. So these little things here will attack a lot of people, and let's smash your health here. Okay, well, Feralda's up there, so she should be doing fine. Storm Astronaut there. 8 of them. 9 of them. 1 left. Oh, and I think there it goes.
We'll stay here. Get back to college and let them know what's going on. Arniel, stay on your guard. We can't let harm come to these people.
Okay. Arniel, that was the one who came. So he must be. Yeah, So I do believe that you can search these, but all they have in them are soul gems. But yeah, those things there, because it's very weird, because like they just have like no level cap to them, so technically those things can end up being the strongest enemies in the game. Now how much damage they'll do at like insane levels, I don't know, but with the way the game scales everything, I would imagine that if you get to too high a level, that those things will one-shot you no matter what you're wearing. So
Well, is everything out there all right?
yes, Winterhold is safe for now.
Wish I could say the same for us. Tolfdir and I can try and keep this contained. You need to get your hands on the staff of Magnus, now.
Okay, then I'm off to Labrynthian.
What? Are you sure? The staff is there. That can't be a coincidence.
What are you talking about?
The Archmage. He gave me something just a little while ago. He told me it was from Labrynthian and that I would know what to do with it when the time came. I think he meant this for you then. I'm not sure why, but there was something very personal about it for him. I think you should take this amulet. It belonged to Savos, but I think it would do you the most good now. Take it and get out of here. Bring back that staff before Ancano brings the whole college down around us.
Okay. I love how you stop like the basic, like, what's expected of me here at the college? Like, dude, get the fuck out. Okay, so we did get an amulet here, Savos Aren's amulet. Increase your magic by 50 points. And what was the other thing she gave us? It should be in here, I think. Yeah, the Torque of Labrynthian. So basically, she gave us a door knocker. But yeah, like I said last time we were at Labrynthian, you can't get into like Labrynthian proper until this part, because obviously you need that. You need the door knocker in order to go in. And we will soon find out why Savos had that. I wanted to break that urn. So I've been playing Resident Evil 8.
We're finally here.
There's a bunch of urns that look similar to them.
Are we truly sure this is a good idea?
We'll be back at the college before anyone even knows we're gone.
You would care about that, since you're the Archmage's favorite.
Don't forget, this whole idea was Atma's to begin with.
Let's just get inside, see what's in there.
So yeah, as you can see, Savos was already here at one point. Also, who's attacking right now? Like, were we just being attacked there? I feel like she didn't come in. Yeah, there's a storm astronaut. Weird. I mean, there must have been something out here, right? Otherwise she wouldn't have summoned it. Well, whatever.
I've got your back.
Good. Well, a lot of... Considering what we just saw, this is a lot of skeletons right at the entrance, but I don't think that that's them. Because, yeah, that's... I mean, maybe it is, I don't know. I mean, it all looks like they were leaving, more or less. Just based on their positions. Most of them do seem to be heading towards the door.
The looks on their faces when we come back.
You keep talking like you're sure we'll find something useful in here.
Given the history of this place, it's more than likely there's still some amount of power here.
Enchanted weapons, tomes of ancient knowledge, Shalador's secrets themselves. Who knows what we could find?
And what if there are things guarding this place?
Against 6 college-trained mages? I think we'll be fine.
Okay, so yeah, like she said, 6, and we have
I've got your back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skeletons here. So, I mean, clearly these skeletons aren't them. Oops, did not mean to take this. Really? I took your skull and then you hit me. Oh, 10 skeletons here, because I don't think I counted that guy. Water breathing, so we might have to go underwater at some point, because they do tend to give you tomes like that when you need to use them. But that's fine, we can breathe underwater anyway. More skeletons here, so yeah, I don't know who those skeletons are for, or from, for? I don't know. I mean, the skeletons are for us, because we're the ones playing the game and can loot them and whatnot and see them. But who they used to be, what skin suit those skeletons used to wear, who knows? I actually don't really remember. I mean, it looks like it would be a place where you fight Draugr, but I don't know that for sure. Since it is like a little bit more of an important place, and I don't think Labrynthian was meant to be a burial site. Okay, and this is... Can I do that? Alright. Well, there's a lot of enemies there. Hello, Skelly Skell. And a big old bone dragon. Alright, fine. Out of magic, I'll just... I mean, to be fair, that one guy was lightning me, so... Or no, he's frostbiting me. That doesn't take away my... Maybe I just cast my spell too much then. Because it's lightning that takes away magic. Go. What do you drop? Just some dragon bones that are heavy as fuck and not particularly worth it after you've crafted everything that you want from them. You might need more later if I decide to outfit one of my followers in it, in some dragon plate or something, but we'll see. Don't really see that happening. But who knows? Because odds are, once we're done the main game, we'll probably do Dawnguard next. And we'll get Serana in that, and then odds are we'll just keep Serana till the end of the game. But we'll see. Who knows? Well, this was actually a burial thing, but clearly it wasn't... Or a dragon burial mound here, but clearly it wasn't raised the same way that Alduin raises them, otherwise he wouldn't have stayed all bony like that. Would have been just as easy a fight, mind you, but you know, would have looked more like a dragon. Alright. Let us progress down.
We have to go back. We can't leave Gerduin.
We barely made it out alive.
Was that thing?
You want to go back in?
It's too late. There isn't enough of him left to go back in after.
Gods, what have we done?
We can't go back. Might as well go forward. We can still do this.
Savos is right. We can make it if we just stay alert.
Okay, so clearly they lost one of their guys here. Now I have to imagine that they lost him in here, and she said there wasn't enough of him left to go back for. But we'll take a quick look around to see. We can find a body, because I think that you can find bodies of these guys around. Now once again, not enough of him left to go back for. Maybe not this guy. I mean, hell, for all I know, he was one of the skeletons that we just killed. I mean, I don't... Well, although... Well, no, I was gonna say, but, I mean, that it could have been, like, this... That it couldn't have been that long ago, since Savos is still alive. But, I mean, at the same time, Savos is in hell. So, I mean, I do believe that they live, you know, regular fantasy elf years, which is, you know, hundreds of them, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, there's that. Gotta say, Candlelight, probably one of, like, the most useful non-combat spells, right? Because there is a lot of places, like, I think I have my gamma or whatever maxed out, my brightness, right? Because I usually max that out in games. Because, like, it's just, too many games are like, haha, it's, like, scary because it's darker or something, and in reality it's just more annoying because it's darker. Alright, so yeah. Apparently not enough of him left to go back for is correct. Because, yeah, I'm seeing him nowhere. See, the only bodies I'm seeing are that of, like, the skeletons. So, I mean, maybe he was one of the skeletons, but I'm not seeing anything that's, like... I don't know. That's, like, any important. Hail all, brave city Bromjanar. Forever these walls shall stand. May enemies see her majesty. May all quake to behold her. Okay. Guess that's like the greeting of the city or whatever used to be down here. I don't remember what Labrynthian was before it was, you know, ruined. Going to the chasm though.
Still here.
Okay. Empty right there, nothing there. I also like how she, like, doesn't have her spells equipped, like, until combat starts. And she just runs around like she's about to fucking punch people in the face. Sure. Just take care of that right away. One on the other side too, maybe? No, not there. Probably should have crouched before I hit him, then I would have got some sneak attack there. Hello? Hello, Frost Spirit. Goodbye, Frost Spirit. Well, that was fast. I don't even think that was me who killed him. Pretty sure just breathing his lightning bolt did it. Let me guess, flames? Yeah. And one more just for good measure. Oh yeah, every time that happens, by the way, you may notice my magic bar just like vanish. Oh, goodbye. It's like vanishes. Unfortunately, oh. Apparently I'm following them. Got too close to the edge, I guess. Unfortunately, when they're paralyzed, they also... Oh, he was about to summon something. They, it's the same as when I, use that Become Ethereal shout. Ow. On myself. Where, oh, damn it. And then, like, jumped off the cliff or whatever I did. It, when they're paralyzed, they also don't take fall damage. Oh, looks like the one guy got up. Don't know where he ended up down there, though. Okay, well, let's check out this pathway first. Hello, another death lord. Didn't even get, like, the actual words out, but still got, like, a low-level boost radar there. Okay, well, looks to just be a guy that came out of the, yeah. I was gonna say, this is a regular Draugr, that should work, right? Sure enough. You'd spent more time swinging instead of banging on your shield, you may have, well, you would have done nothing, but, you know, still, would have at least showed that you had an attempt. Wait, this door, that doesn't look open, though. Does it? Not really. So where the fuck did that door come from? weird. Romeo. I wonder if the novice conjurer, who apparently got an axe to the back of the fucking head. Jesus Christ. Oh, what's this? Equilibrium. Oh, I don't think I have that spell. That spell there is actually a decent one for leveling your restoration, because when you use it, it converts your health into mana. So you can just use that and then, you know, heal yourself from it, and then use it again and then heal yourself from it. And it does get you into a nice little cycle. Wow, this is a worthless map. Where you can level up your restoration. Oh, there's the one that fell down. Where, yeah, you can level up your restoration fairly well. Oh, there's this. Okay, so where the hell did we come in from then? I killed that one, and then I like slipped off the ledge. Oh, right. No, that's where we came in. So wait, did I just... Was that the end of this road then? In here. Yes, okay, good. That was dead end. Good. For some reason I thought that I had, like, taken a split path at some point, but clearly not. Alright.
You do not answer. Must I use this guttural language of yours?
Well, if you want me to answer, it would probably be good to, since, you know, that's the one I speak. I mean, it doesn't mean I'm going to answer it, but I mean, at least now I'll understand what you're saying. Bitch at me in the language I understand, right? It'd be like somebody coming and bitching at me in Spanish. It's like, I'll know that you're bitching at me, but I mean, that would be the extent of it. Okay, so that's the way we're actually supposed to go, which is intriguing. I assume that we would have to go across this thing here, so let's see what's across that thing. Maybe we need to go that way to get something. They made these pathways a little close together, and it makes it hard sometimes to go up. We need to go the other way to get something to come this way, because I mean, this very much seems like the right way to go. Yeah, still got clipped by it. I was reading a thing the other day. It was like, I want to say it was like the 10 hardest dungeons in... I want to say it was just games. I don't think it was specifically Skyrim, but I didn't actually read the article. I just read the title of the article and then went into the comments, because I do that more often than actually reading the article. Like, the only time I'll actually read the article is if I see something in the comments that makes me go to read it. But anyway, one of them was apparently from Skyrim. I don't know which one it was. Once again, I've never actually read the article. But somebody in the comments said that Dustman's Cairn was harder because of the Death Lord that was in it. But, like, the Death Lord isn't guaranteed to be in Dustman's Cairn is the thing, right? Oh, here's an Argonian. Not wearing college stuff, so it can't be that Argonian, but that's a very weird... Like, it's very weird to find an Argonian. What was the Argonian's name? Hides in Light or something? Okay, and then this just drops us down. Alright.
Have you returned, Robin? My old friend.
Nope. And the thoroughfare. But yeah, there's but yeah, like there's a lot of dungeons in the game where technically they can have Death Lords. But I mean, Dustman's Cairn is one where unless you're doing that quest fairly late into the game, like you shouldn't come across a Death Lord in it. But I mean, there's a couple other dungeons and I can't remember their names off the top of my head, where it's guaranteed to have a Death Lord in it, or it's guaranteed to have like this type of enemy in it that's like really strong. So doing them early is hard, doing them later is, you know, as hard as Skyrim can get. Okay, this seems like a weird... The hell? Oh. It's like, the fuck is the point to this hole? But I see. But yeah, I don't know which one... That's close enough to 1,000, I'll take it. But yeah, like I said, I don't know which one the article said. Okay, and since this is another drop-off, I'm going to assume that if we go back and just follow the non-lockpick path, that will come across okay, or just laying on the ground. That's weird. But we'll end up back at that door, maybe. Okay, so that's where we just were. We were just standing there. And then we're blocked off here, so we have to... Yeah, so we ended up there. Good, just have to make sure, you know. Don't want to miss... More than we have to. Somebody's pissy. Ah, there's a troll. There's a troll. That was weird. I think he got paralyzed, but then died. It's like he went into like his paralyzed thing, but then like ragdolled out of it and made him look really Okay, so obviously Savos, or Ren as this guy calls him. Ooh, that's a big blood splatter. Was here once before and it didn't go well for him, but then again he brought 6 mages and nobody else, and this thing is consistently draining all of my magicka, so I mean, do that at the inopportune time to somebody who doesn't know how to fight and just uses magic, and poof, all gone. Well, not exactly. Oh, right, you drained all my magic. Okay. So I wonder, is he not draining her magic? Or did I just put enough magicka regen on her equipment? Because, like, I don't think I have any magicka regen on my equipment, so that's just a very basic amount of magicka regen. But I'm pretty sure I put a bunch on hers. Because, I mean, in a game like this, having your magicka regenerate and having it, just having more of it basically equates to the same thing. But then, at least if you have the regen when you run into something like this that's going to drain your magicka, outside of you using your spells, obviously it the magicka comes more into play than having more of it.
I'm right behind you.
I see that. It'd be nice if you could go and mine the other one, but okay, well, I mean, I didn't actually mean that, since you mining it means nothing.
Still here.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Is this another one of those? Yeah, hang on. Didn't something buggered up the mining? But there we go. Maybe that happens when like somebody else is going to mine it at the same time with me. Maybe that's what bugs it out. Makes sense. Didn't get any gems from it though. That's a shame. Alright, so there's a lever there, but we still have this path to go as well. But yeah, so clearly Aren was here with his buddies, and the fact that this thing is only using his name would obviously indicate that Aren was probably the only one to make it out alive. Granted, we don't know the names of everybody who was there, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's safe to say. I mean, he didn't want to talk about the staff of Magnus, and if it's here and he was here before. Like I said, I could have swore that you got to find their bodies, but maybe it's just like there's bodies everywhere and you can just decide which one is theirs. But then we also have like that random Argonian body, and like if it was that hides in light, or was it hides in light? Or was it something about gathering light? Whatever. The one that was talking before was something to do with light. You know, if it was that one, I would have to assume that they would actually have the name pop up on it and not just Argonian. And then, you know, like we have that other one that has like the enchanting table there, who clearly got fucking cleaved in the back of the head by something while they were chilling. Or, well, I mean, I imagine they were probably working at the time, but still. Either way, they were sitting down and then they were dead. Oh, was there not? Oh, I thought that I saw stairs to go up, but I guess... Ah, here they are. I don't think these are what I saw, though. Pretty sure I just was seeing stuff again. Golden and empty soul gem, because that's always good. Man, after the last part, because I let my inventory get so full, not the last part, part before, when like my inventory was like actually so full that I had to drop stuff. God, trying to sell all that afterwards was absolutely horrendous. Okay, it looks like we got some more wisps. You know, weirdly enough, every time I see wisps like this in games, it makes me want to play Warcraft 3. I don't know. Well, I mean, I imagine it's just because when you play the Night Elves and that, you, wisps are your little worker guys. But, like, it just seems like a very... Oh, there is a wisp mother. It just seems like a very weird reason, especially since, like, I don't really play as Night Elves all that much in that game. Like... So it makes like even less sense that seeing a wisp would make me want to play it. But you know, I don't really know what I think maybe orcs is what I played as the most. I don't know. I mean, I didn't really play online, so. Oh, there was ragged robes in there. Well, whatever. Turned out that I actually had like a bunch of junk that I could have dropped too. Like when I was selling stuff, I ended up just like dumping like a bunch of stuff in like the first shop that I came to, because I just like had all this like trash like armor and shit and miscellaneous like pots and baskets and that, and I was like,
did he warn you that your rogue power would be your undoing? That it would only serve to strengthen me?
Nope, he didn't. And you know what, all things considered, I think I'm just going to go with Frostbite for this door. Go back to light. I don't... Every time we end up in a Dwarven Ruin, I switch off a lightning, because I feel like the mechanical things don't take as much damage.
Please.
Takes it like...
Come on! We can't stop now. We have to keep moving.
Where's Elvely? She was right behind me.
Dead. Something grabbed her from behind. Gone before I could do anything.
This is insanity. We never should have come here.
You're right. This is all my fault. Should we turn around, head back?
I don't think going back is a good idea.
Going back would be the end of all of us. We keep pushing forward and we'll make it. We will!
Come on, you can make it. Let's go.
Okay, so they lost another one, so maybe, and something grabbed her from behind before he could do anything, so it could very well be those trolls that we fought.
Face your end.
Drainheart sword, I think that's a unique weapon. In fact, come to think of it, I'm pretty sure there's a couple. And did she go forward, I guess? I mean, somebody's Fus Rodyne, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't just Fus Rodine thin air. Well, maybe. There's no way she made it that far ahead of me, right? No, there she is. So yeah, I don't know what the hell her Fus Rodine. Oh. Good. Where the hell did that even come from? Let's see. Okay, this is blocked off. Okay, that was all I needed to check. I wasn't sure. I figured that we wouldn't get far. I thought we might get a little bit further than that before it was blocked off. But good for them for blocking it early, I guess. Although, you know, they could have blocked it later and actually put something there. But I guess it did seem fairly obvious that, well, it seemed likely that that's the way they had went. I also find it very annoying in, like, movies, games, anything. Yeah, these Drainheart weapons, I'm pretty sure, unique. So we got we got 2 Drainheart swords. Okay, so unique might be a bit strong of a word. Drain Spellbow, so that takes away Magicka, so that would be good. Ranged attack for a mage. The swords obviously take away or absorb health. Granted, neither of them are really all that powerful of an enchantment, but you know, whatever. Not everyone can be as good an enchanter as me. Because, you know, I'm the Dragonborn, therefore I can do everything better than everyone else, apparently. It's like, oh, what, you're mages who have studied for years upon years to become masters of destruction magic? Well, haha! I burned up my horse alive repeatedly and am now better than you. Another Drainheart sword. Okay, well, you know what? I'll keep one of each. But there's really very little reason for me to keep Drain Blood Battle Axe. So wait, maybe the other one drains stamina then? Ah, drains stamina, not health. Okay, there we go. Like I said, I'll keep one of each because they are neat. Since they're spectral weapons, but are like actual weapons. I don't know if you can upgrade them at all. I mean, would it really? Oh, I guess for looks, I guess, if you wanted to. Unfortunately, you can't get like unenchanted versions to make them good, but at the same time, it's not like I bothered to enchant my weapons. I mean, maybe when we get now, because even then, I was gonna say maybe when we get Azura Star, I will.
Still here.
But realistically, there's like 2 enchantments that I actually ever put on them. One is Chaos, which we can't get. Well, I guess maybe we can. Because you can't get Chaos in the base game. I don't think even in stores has a random chance. I think you have to be in the Dragonborn DLC. And then there's like, there's one weapon I think that guaranteed has it on it. And then there's a chance that any of the weaponsmiths there can also sell one with it on it. Okay, that's empty. What's here? This is the warrior. Steadfast Ward. I think I already got that one, but I have a feeling that means we're going to be fighting a mage, which shocking at the end of the mage's, well, or at the end of the Mage's Guild dungeon to find a staff from a really powerful mage that we're going to be fighting a mage. Okay, do you mind? Once again, you can shoot those with a bow from a distance.
Thanks.
That's all. To knock them out, and I would highly recommend that. I mean, obviously, I don't need to worry about it because my enchantments and my standing stone thing, but still, as you saw, they were actually doing some damage. Can paralyze a ghost? That doesn't seem to make sense. It seems unlikely that even if it was like a magic spell, like if magic existed and you like hit a ghost with it, I feel like it still wouldn't paralyze it. Like, it's a fucking ghost. What are you paralyzing? I mean, I always assumed that you know, paralyzed spell would like make their muscles seize up or something so they can't move, you know, not just freeze them in time. Because that, I mean, like making their muscles freeze up seems like it would be a lot more I don't know, easier, I guess would be, I mean, it's magic, so it's, I guess it would be hard to tell what would actually be easier. But I don't know, I feel like anything that has, that, you know, cause like, with Paralyzed, right, you would either have to just, like, stop time for them, and only them, in some way, but then these guys also fall over, so that obviously wouldn't make sense. Like, the only way I could see since they fall over is that, theoretically, the Paralyzed spell is, don't use just drain their magic. That doesn't even have anything to say that time, just to fuck you. The Paralyzed spell, you have to assume since they fall over once they get hit that it's, making their muscles seize up, not doing anything else. An ebony shield on that skeleton. Poison, lasting potency. Honed Ancient Nord Greatsword is scorching, eh? I mean, if it was worth more, I mean, like that Ancient Helmet of the Unburned. Okay, well, I'll take that. But that can stay there, because that's, I mean, Honed Ancient Nord. Swords everywhere. I can make one scorching whenever the fuck I feel like it, but... Well, granted, to be fair, it's not like the helmet isn't realistically anything special, but it seems, I don't know, different. Spectral Warhound. Yeah. Oh. Tag team right there got fucking thunderbolted from both sides. We did end up over here. Oh, you know what? Oh, look at that. There's a word wall. Actually, didn't even realize that. Slow time. Ow. Oh, I see. Oh, that was actually our first one for slow time. Interesting. I mean, it's not like I thought that we had the other ones. I didn't really think of it. I just kind of assume that we have like at least one word of most of the shouts now. Okay, how the hell do I get to this chest? Do I just reach through here? I guess so. Although the way that it opens leads me to believe that you can't get there from like the other side of it or something. Maybe if we just go around. No? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's like another door that comes back slightly. Oh, what is this? Oh, that helmet is unique actually. Oh, so that's cool. Also, I saw like the mana draining shit and still like immediately went to cast my spell. It's like, oh, as it's, you know, just tanking my mana, I'll just throw a spell out. Why not? And then the game is like, you're out of mana. It's like, right, that's fine. Man, I'm getting hungry. I guess it is almost lunchtime. Still have 2 videos after this to record.
We shouldn't have left her there to die.
What else could we do? Stay there and die with her? She refused to go on. We didn't have a choice.
This is it, you know. Through this door. Can you feel it?
We're not going to make it, are we?
We stay together, no matter what. Agreed?
I'll be right with you.
Agreed. We all stay together.
Alright, well, I mean, 3 of them made it, so the Argonian died at some point in between, you know, wherever we saw the ghosts last time. So they're down to 3. But, once again, based on the fact that the ghosty voice only talks about, or just assumed since we were here that it was Savos, or that we were Savos, that he's probably the only one who made it out. And it looks like we have a dragon priest to fight. Yes, they started. Oh, they started the fight. Nope, don't know what that was then. Maybe there's a lightning room or something. Hooded black mage robes. I also like how I could have asked that guy about Winterberry. Oh, can I get the chest? Sure can. Not a whole lot in it, but. Oh, there's the stairs. And there's the other one putting up the barrier around the guy by the door. That's not where we came in, right? Is this the boss chest? 250 gold, so yeah, probably. So this is the exit, we can just like peace out. Yep, sure enough, alright. Yeah, that bar at the top is barred, right?
I'm sorry, friends. I'm so sorry. I had no choice. It was the only way to make sure that monster never escaped.
Oh, I gotcha.
I promise you, I'll never let this happen again. I'll seal this whole place away.
Okay, so he's the one who set these guys to seal dude away. Gotcha. Oof.
You are not.
Sorry. I had to do it. Alright, Dragon Priest Prick. I see that you have the staff I need. Give it. Yeah. Fuck off. Yeah, I have lightning too. Crick. Staff of Magnus. Morokai. There we go. We got some more. Got another one of the masks. We got the Staff of Magnus, which also can go in our vault. Cool, cool. We got some new swords in that. I don't know where I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put the spectral ones. I mean, we either gotta go in the armory or over with the mage, which would also kind of make sense. Other spectral swords. I don't even know where the fuck this door is. I don't think we found a door that said it was barred from the other side, so unless it's hidden behind a wall, or maybe this is just one of the other entrances that you can come into. But if you come in, obviously you would hit that door and it's like barred from the other side. No, still not. Oh, also, let's take a look at the what we got. Okay, Magicka regenerates 100% faster. Time between shots is reduced by 20%. Not bad. And the Staff of Magnus absorb 20 Magicka per second. If the target is out of Magicka, absorb health instead. Interesting. It's actually a pretty decent staff and a fairly.
So, you made it out of there alive. Ancana was right. You are dangerous. I'm afraid I'll have to take that staff from you now. Ancana wants it kept safe. Oh, and he wants you dead.
Then I guess maybe he shouldn't have sent a little bitch to kill me. Get out of my way.
Fool. You don't stand a chance.
Huh. That's my line.
You're dead.
Now, who didn't stand a chance? I'm sorry. Were you supposed to be a challenge? Because, surprise, you weren't. Once again, doing these quests earlier and as a pure mage would obviously make them significantly harder. A lot of electricity in here, which obviously drains your magicka along with your really 2 barred doors. I feel like that's a bit much. But yeah, obviously drains your magicka along with your health to make it harder for you to cast your spells. But then again, if you do it right, you get your Atronach up to, or your absorb magic up to 100%, you can technically do it. You can technically go through here and any spell cast on you would just give you more magic. So I mean, all right. Let's see how long we've been going. 53 minutes. Oh, how long is the last part of this? Oh. Ow. Also, not really a whole lot of like. Well, I guess there was a few unique-ish items in it, but I mean, overall, I feel like it wasn't like a huge amount. But hang on, I'm just gonna look here because I don't remember. I don't think that. Yeah, we got 1 quest left, so we may as well knock it out.
I've got your back.
Oh, also because we probably couldn't fast travel directly to the college. But we'll do this because I do believe we will need it. So yeah, if we look at the college, you can see that that barrier that Ancana would put up has expanded quite a bit.
And you thought I was just a pretty face.
Oh.
What do you think you're doing?
Trying to kill the thing.
You survived. You have it then?
Yeah,
Let's hope it's as powerful as the Psijics believe it to be.
Where's Mirabelle?
She didn't make it. When it was clear we were going to have to fall back, she stayed behind and made sure the rest of us were all right.
Okay, well, let's get in there.
I'll be right behind you.
I'll be amazed if any of us survive this.
Alright, we took that out. Got the barrier. Just like the one thing the staff is actually good for. To be fair, if you're going to be fighting another... Oh, right. One of you two saw that. If you're going to be fighting another mage, the staff actually is
You
pretty
think
good.
I don't know what you're up to? You think I can't destroy you? The power to unmake the world at my fingertips. And you think you can do anything about it?
I do.
Ha! I am beyond your pathetic attempts at magic. You cannot touch me. Enough! Still you persist? Very well. Come then. See what I can do
She did.
now.
She got paralyzed. And totally they're also not paralyzed. Now stay down. Hey, hold here. Hang on.
I knew you could do it.
What do we do now?
I don't know. Ancano is gone, but whatever he's done to the eye doesn't seem to have stopped. I have no idea what to do.
Sure, this guy does.
We knew you would succeed.
Did
Your
you?
victory here justifies our belief in you. You have proven yourself more than worthy to guide the College of Winterhold.
How did you know I'd be able to defeat Ancano?
A great many things obscured to you are quite clear to us. We have long believed you would prevail.
What do we do? Yeah, but you know, you couldn't have, like, gave us a hell of a bit of helping hand maybe instead of having two people die?
The eye has grown unstable. It cannot remain here, or else it may destroy your college and this world. It must be secured. Ancano's actions prove that the world is not ready for such a thing. We shall safeguard it, for now. You now have the opportunity to maintain your college and carry on with your lives. You have our gratitude, Archmage.
Now what's...
And they're gone.
You've done it. The college is safe again thanks to your work. I knew you had it in you. I dare say the Psijics are right. There's no one more deserving to be Archmage, in my opinion. Here, consider these yours, and the Archmage's quarters as well. I shall be here for advice, should you need me.
Okay, so now we got the Archmages Robes and that. Alright.
Take care now.
Good day, friend. Keeping well?
Arcanium. This should be Archmages quarters. Now, I don't think there's anything up here. I mean, to be fair, the Archmages quarters, it is a fairly nice place. It's nice and big. Obviously, you can't do anything with it. And if you're into alchemy, obviously, huge amount of alchemy ingredients you can get here. Like on the shelves and that. I don't know how much, like, obviously this stuff in here would regrow. But I don't know about, like, the stuff on the walls and that, if that would respawn or not. I'm not sure. As Archmage, you do nothing. Shocking, I know. Baldwin is real. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have that book. But I'll take it
Still
just
here.
in case.
I'm
Just
right
see
behind
if there's anything worthwhile in here. I mean, that's just a dwarven dagger. It's not even enchanted. There's another set of the Archmages Robes in case you want to display one. Which obviously I'm going to display them, but I mean, I'm just going to display the ones. I don't plan on wearing another set, so. Hero Port of Sarthal. That one I do believe is a fairly unique book. Alright. But yeah, that's more or less it. We'll actually head up instead of down, because this way we only have one loading screen before we can fast travel. We'll head over to the vault to put our stuff away, and then we'll call it a video. But we've now finished the Mages Guild questline. And we've done all but one of the side quests, which we'll finish in the next part, obviously. Which one? Archmage. This one? No, Mythic Dawn. Archmages Robes. Staff of Magnus. Yeah. And the Mythic Dawn one doesn't work. So it'll always tell me that I lack the required item.
I'm right behind you.
And then we have the Priest Mass. Man, we are getting, like, we got these, like, in order, haven't we? Like, we started at the left, we went right, and now we're back to the left. Like, are we really just somehow collecting these in order? Like, is the next one we're gonna get Conoric? I mean, that, like, it's so weird that we're getting them in such order. In such order? That doesn't really make sense, but whatever. Well, they put in there. Put some sort in there. Anyway. Yeah, then that'll be it then. And next time, like I said, we'll finish off the Mages Guild side quest, because we only have one more.
Still here.
And yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on Saturday for more.
I've got